2. So what do we have as Keystone habit number 3? Keystone habit number 3, and I can see a smile on Vivian's face because this one is definitely my favorite and it's a brilliant one. Keystone habit number 3 is what we call the 1% power up. Now, any of you that have been introduced to the practice of flow, you know, when you get in that flow state, one of the things that is so amazing with 1% power ups is over time, it can really help you generate that flow state in your daily practice. That, you know, that thing where you just get straight into the zone and you don't know where the time went, but oh my God, look at what you've achieved. This is the tiny microscopic start point for you to get to that practice of flow. So what do we mean by a 1% power up? It's so incredibly easy. It means adding richness to your day by 1%. And just imagine this. If you increase the success of your day by 1% at the end of a week, you've increased your success as a leader by 5%. After a month, 25 to 30%. After a year, 300+%. You could go on a super expensive leadership development program, and there's no way in a month of Sundays it is going to allow you to increase your leadership success by something akin to 300%. But this tiny little 1% power up every day absolutely does. So when I say power up, what exactly do I mean in terms of adding increase to your day? There are 4 types of power up that we want to be aware of as leaders. And every day you can choose anyone you want. Or if you're very, very, very specifically working on a project that's really, really narrow focus and really requires your attention, you might want to just focus in on a particular type of power up over a period of time. So let's have a look at these 4 types of power up. So the first type of power up is what we call the effective power up. And this is everything to do with productivity. Everything to do with productivity. So I had a productivity effective power up yesterday, and it was to re-engage with Evie.com. And Evie.com is a virtual assistant that I've used for ages, but I've just dropped the ball on it. And yesterday I thought to myself, I really want to increase my productivity on a day, and meetings and agendas for me are probably one of the most complex elements of my daily life. And Evie is a virtual assistant who can help. So yesterday, all I did is spend 5 minutes going back into Evie and re-engaging my Evie.com account. That's all I did. But you know what I did? I powered up my day effectively to make it more productive by 1% by doing that. And today, I'm already better off because at 7 a.m. this morning, Evie told me exactly what I've got planned for the day ahead. And do I need to reschedule something, or are there any meetings that I would like her to schedule for me? Bingo, it's done. I didn't do anything. I'm already benefiting from that productivity habit. The next power up is the experience power up. And what we mean by this is when we add richness of experience to our human condition as an individual, our own, or to somebody else's. So it's doing something tiny today for you, or doing something tiny today for somebody else. I know that sounds really, really simple, but it's incredibly important for us. So my power up today was to send 1 email to somebody that I haven't connected with for a long time. And she's been in the back of my mind. She's been taking attention away from me over the last couple of weeks, and I've done nothing about it. So today, my experience activity is very simply wanting to enrich another person's life by 1%. I've sent her an email just to say hello. It can be that simple. The third type of 1% power up is what we call energy, and it's about presence. And Sanjay, I know you're almost a guru in the world of presence, being present and developing presence. This is very important for us when we're in the world of change and transformation, because if we have presence and if we are being present, it's very close psychologically to trust. So it can really benefit that development of trust because it shows authenticity, right? It develops connection. So the energy power up is twofold. for you to think about how you can be present in something that you've got scheduled today. So that might be some stuff that's going on in your day. There might be a particular meeting that you're not too happy about. There might be an agenda item in that meeting that you're presenting. What you want to do perhaps today is think to yourself, you know what, I'm going to make sure that in that meeting, I'm not zoning out of everybody else. I'm just waiting for me to present. I'm genuinely going to actively listen and be present for the entire meeting and not just focus on when is it my time to speak. So really, really important, the being present or having presence energy power up. And the final keystone for 1% power up is the experimental one. And this is, you know, of them all is probably my favorite one. It's just, you know what, give yourself the ability for 2 minutes, 5 minutes, or 7 minutes a day to scratch an itch. And what I mean by scratch an itch is do something that interests you, that you're curious about, that you just would love to know a little bit more about. And again, remember, no outcome, no goal, no fixed endpoint. It's just scratching an itch. And that's the experimental power up. All you want to do is choose one of those power ups every single day. And that is so incredibly powerful for increasing your success as a transformational leader. And what I would say is these 1% power ups are brilliant for change and transformation teams. If you're thinking about change and transformation, there are so many statistics. There's a new report out just last week talking about the burnout rate of people that are working in change and transformation. It's on the increase with everything that's happening around us. Just empowering and enabling and supporting this 1% power up keystone habit across your team, not just for yourself, is really, really great way of encouraging well-being and psychological safety. So, you know, the power of this particular keystone goes out way beyond